Yo, so I was sitting here thinking about the absolute dumpster fire in a good way, that is Port Charles right now. If you're like me, you've been glued to the screen because General Hospital is straight up wilding lately. Specifically, Tuesday, April 7th. Man, things are about to get heavy. Like, grab your tissues and maybe a stiff drink heavy. I've been watching this show for years, and I gotta tell you, the way they're weaving these storylines right now is kind of genius, but also totally stressful. Let's talk about Rick Lansing first, because that man, he really thinks he's doing something, doesn't he? Rick is out here at a literal funeral, mind you, trying to play the lawyer card with Sidwell. Like, dude, read the room. He's literally questioning Sidwell and getting all up in his grill about evidence regarding Marco's death. Rick is talking about slander, yeah. He actually threatened to put Sidwell behind bars for bad-mouthing Sonny. I mean, I get it, Rick is Sonny's brother mostly when it's convenient for the plot and he's a shark in a suit, but come on, Sidwell is literally burying his son. You don't poke a grieving bear, especially one who has more guns than friends. It's just bad business. But then you got Sonny. And honestly, this is one of those rare moments where Sonny Corinthos is actually the voice of reason. Can you believe that? Sonny is the one trying to de-escalate. He's like, Rick, shut the hell up before we all get shot. He doesn't want to piss off Sidwell more than he already is. It's a smart move. Sonny knows that when a man is in that much pain, he doesn't care about legalities or due process. He cares about blood. So Sonny literally has to drag Rick away from the funeral. I can just see the look on Sonny's face that I am too old for this exhaustion. It's a vibe. Honestly, I think Sonny is low-key terrified that if Rick keeps talking, Sidwell is going to snap and Port Charles is going to turn into a war zone. Well, more of a war zone. And while all this drama is popping off in the front row, you got Pascal. Man, Pascal is such a snake. I saw that little smirk on his face. He's just standing there watching Sidwell go after Sonny and Rick, and he's loving it. Why? Because Pascal is the puppet master. He knows exactly what happened. He knows he's the reason Cullum went after Marco in the first place. It's that classic soap opera villain in plain sight thing where he's just waiting for everyone else to destroy each other so he can walk away clean. He really thinks he and Cullum are going to get away with it. No cap. Pascal is probably the most dangerous person in the room right now because he has nothing to lose and everything to gain from the chaos. It's kind of a lesson in how the quietest person in the room is usually the one you need to watch out for. Trust nobody, right? Speaking of Cullum, yo, this part is getting trippy. He's lying there, or maybe he's sitting up now. Anyway, he's having these flashbacks. Remember when he got shot in the back? He's remembering the floor, the coldness, and wait for it, voices. He thinks he heard Nathan, but we know it's not the real Nathan, R.I.P. Nathan West. We still miss you. It's Cassius, the fake Nathan. But what's really going to mess things up is that he heard Rocco. Poor kid. Cullum is putting the pieces together like a twisted jigsaw puzzle. He's thinking, wait, was that a kid's voice? And now he's obsessed with proving it was Rocco who pulled the trigger. He's literally going to have his goons investigate a child. That is some dark, dark stuff. And the smoking gun, it's going to be the injury on Rocco's hand. If Cullum sees that, man, it's over. The way kids get dragged into the mob drama in this show is always so heartbreaking. It makes you think about the sins of the father trope. Like, no matter how hard Sonny or Dante try to keep the kids safe, the violence always finds a way in. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's great TV. Now, let's pivot to something that actually made my heart sink. Brooke, Lynn, and Chase, they've been through the ringer, right? They finally thought they were getting the official foster papers for baby Phoebe. Everything was looking so bright. I was almost ready to celebrate with them, maybe buy a Team BLQ shirt or something, but then the universe decided to be a jerk. Just as the papers are about to be signed, the biological father shows up. Talk about bad timing. And the rumors are swirling that it might be Ethan. Yeah, that Ethan. If he shows up on Tuesday or Wednesday, it's going to blow everything apart. I feel for Willow in this too. She tried to use her influence to get CPS, Child Protective Services, to to let Phoebe stay with Brooklyn and Chase. And for a second it worked. CPS was like, okay, cool, they're good parents. But as soon as a bio dad enters the chat, everything changes. The law is a funny thing in soaps. It moves at the speed of plot. And right now, the law says the bio parent has rights. They haven't officially confirmed his identity to the couple yet because of legal paperwork, which is just a fancy way for the writers to keep us hanging on a cliffhanger. It's frustrating, but man, it's effective. Imagine being Brooklyn right now. You finally feel like a mum, and then some guy from the past just walks in and hits undo. It's a lesson in how fragile happiness can be in Port Charles. Nothing is ever permanent, especially not family. And then we got the secret agents, or whatever Turner and Jordan are doing. They're cooked up some plan to take down Sidwell. I like Jordan. She's a boss. But Sidwell isn't some low-level thug. He's smart. If he catches wind of what they're doing, well, let's just say Jordan might need more than a badge to get out of that one. It's a high-stakes game of poker and everyone is bluffing. But can we talk about Isaiah for a second? Dude is sweating. He's so worried about Sidwell, but specifically, he's worried about protecting Portia and Jordan. He sees them as weak or vulnerable because he's got that old school protector complex like, bruh, have you met Jordan Ashford? She can hold her own. Portia isn't exactly a wilting flower either. It's kind of funny in a, oh you poor sweet summer child way. Isaiah thinks he's the shield, but he might actually be the one who gets caught in the crossfire. If he messes up Sidwell's plans while trying to save women who don't really need saving in that way, he's going to be the one with a target on his back. It's a classic case of misreading the room. Sometimes the person you think needs protecting is the one who's actually holding the deck of cards. And finally, the big one. The one we've all been dreading but also kind of expecting. Jason Morgan. Steve Burton is leaving again. I know, temporarily, but it still hurts. Tuesday is looking like it might be the final scene for a while. I'm already getting misty-eyed just thinking about it. Jason has been the cornerstone of so much for so long. Whether he's being the stone-cold hitman or the surprisingly tender friend to Carly or Sonny, he fits. Seeing his final scene, I bet it's going to be something quiet. Jason was never one for big speeches. He shows his love through actions, usually dangerous ones. I'm expecting something emotional, something that makes us realize how much of a void he's going to leave in the show. Even though we know he'll be back, because it's Steve Burton, he always finds his way home, it doesn't make the goodbye any easier. It's like when your favorite cousin moves away, you'll see them at Christmas, but the house feels empty until then. Honestly, this episode feels like a turning point. We've got legal battles, mob funerals, secret villains, adoption heartbreak, and a major character exit. It's like the writers took all the best soap tropes and threw them into a blender on high. It reminds me why I love this genre so much. It's messy, it's dramatic, and it makes absolutely no sense sometimes. But the emotions are real. Like, we really care about these fictional people and their chaotic lives. So, if you're watching on Tuesday, make sure you're ready. Keep an eye on Rick's mouth. It gets him in trouble. Pascal's eyes, they tell the truth, and especially Rocco's hand. That little detail is going to change everything for the Corinthos family and bring some tissues for Jason. We're all going to need them. Dead ass, it's going to be a wild ride. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for the drama to hit the fan. GH just keeps on giving, and even when it's painful to watch, like the Phoebe stuff, it's good, It's that special kind of TV that keeps you talking the next day at work, even though your co-workers have no idea who Sidwell is. They're missing out, honestly. Peace out, and see you in Port Charles. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Stay tuned. It's Bada. Get real. The whole dynamic of the city is shifting, and I'm just here for the fallout. I think the educational takeaway here is that secrets never stay buried, especially not in a town with this many cemeteries. Eventually, every lie comes to light, whether it's a hidden shooting or a hidden father. It's just the way the world works, especially when there's a camera rolling. Can't wait to see how it all unfolds on screen. What a mess. What a glorious, dramatic mess. I love it. Hope you do too. let's just hope Jordan and the gang have a backup plan for when Sidwell finds out he's being played. Because if they don't, oh boy, that's a story for another day. For now, let's just focus on surviving Tuesday. Whew, it's a lot, right? I'm exhausted just talking about it. But hey, that's soap life. You got to be tough to live in Port Charles. See ya.